You have arrived at the K.O.E. Nation. Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for my concept review of the Multitool watch. Yes, folks, welcome one and all to the K.O.E. Nation. Before it is I, folks, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands. One damn handsome man, if I do say so myself. You can, of course, find me at K.O.E. Nation, like it says right down there. K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, K.O.E. Nation on TikTok, K.O.E. Nation on Twitch, and K.O.E. Nation on Twitter-X as well, folks. All very on brand. But you're here for my review of this particular product and also the concept of it. Because there's a lot of different companies that make these. There's some of this one I got on Amazon for about 29 bucks. I couldn't tell you the company exactly, but what these are is a wristband with a bunch of different tools on it. Now you're wondering, like, why would you want this? Travel. Because think about it. When you hop on a plane and you go somewhere else, you don't have your tools with you. You ain't got nothing. But with this, you at least got some tools with you. Now, you're wondering, well, can you take this on an airplane? I will say this. I took this very wristband with all these tools, and I will get into all these tools here later, with me to Orlando International Airport from Omaha Eppley Airfield. Okay? So Eppley Airfield got through airport security. They just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And apparently they've seen these before. And I figured, okay, so I got it to Orlando. Now, am I going to get it back to Omaha? That's a different issue entirely. Well, to my shock, went right through. And I was able to wear this onto the airplane, okay? So I had a little thing to kind of fidget and play with while I was on the airplane, which is huge. You'd think that's not huge, but that's huge. Now, there's all these different hex drives. There's all these different tools, which we're going to get into in a minute, but I remember the whole way to the airport, my dad's like, that thing's going to get confiscated, going to cause a big issue. And when we were standing past the TSA security checkpoint, I was wearing this like, let it just be stated that I was right. I was right. Now, K.O.E. Nation, you know how much I hate to say I told you so. You know I am humble in victory. Phil, humble in victory, K.O.E. they'll call me. Okay? That's kind of a noted personality trait of mine. So I was like, you know, Dad, how much I hate to say I told you so, but I fucking told you so! And so, now, the thing is, this actually did come in handy, because in Orlando, my nephew got a lightsaber, but they needed to get batteries into it. Nobody had a screwdriver. Well, Uncle Phil came to the rescue. Okay, check that out. Screwdriver. So we're going to get into the tools here now, because it's actually all listed here on the back, what all of the tools are, which is actually pretty handy. Now, it's kind of hard to read them, but we'll get there. So what we got here for tools, folks, is we have Link 6, which has a 1/4 screwdriver drive and a 15/16 screwdriver drive, and a 3/8 hex drive. So there you go. Two different wide screwdriver drives and a 3/8 hex drive. Not bad. Then we've got a 3/16 hex drive, and then a couple of Allen wrench heads at two different sizes. Let's see what we got here. For sizes, we have 1/8 and 3/32. To our European friends across the pond, this all makes sense. I promise you. And then the last link, we've got a, let's see, 8mm hex drive, a 4mm, and a 9mm Allen wrench drive. So we've got your standard and metrics, which are actually nice to have. Now, you've got two different Phillips heads and a very tiny little hex drive. Let's see what that says there. And that's a 6mm. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now, going on down the line, we've got these two very small flatheads, which do get a lot of mileage, I will say. Like, those are two very essential tools on here. And with any of the tools, you can get it so you can get kind of a pinch grip on all of them. Excellent, excellent stuff. So that's, and then a couple interesting ones here. They call this little thing a scribe, so you can like sort of scratch into things. And then this, I actually did get some use out of. Box opener. That's now a box opener and a pick. Let's see if you can see it behind. There you go. Very tiny little pick there. And that is a thing that you can open packages. Interesting. And then there's right there, bottle opener. So this is actually a great concept. It's a great thing to have with you, and it'll be a lifesaver in travel. So in terms of a tool, I'm going to give this is going to sound a little over the top, but I'm going to give the concept and this one in particular 5 stars. Because we're a tool using species, and this is one of the few ways that you can keep tools on you everywhere you go in God's creation. Like I told my nephew, hey, we're a tool using species. Without our tools, we die. This was a lesson to you. And yeah, so in terms of that regard, 5 stars a tool because it actually lets you keep tools on you when you go places. In terms of would I replace this if I were to lose it? Absolutely. Should you get yourself a multi-tool watch so you can use it anywhere in God's creation? Yes, you should. Not to be construed as actual legal advice. I always got to throw that one in there. Sorry, we in the world we live in, got to throw that one in there. But your mileage may vary, and sometimes it's just up to discretion. And if the TSA agent you're talking to that day woke up on the wrong side of the bed that morning, they might confiscate. I don't know. But from everything I've seen, they're A-okay with these things. And this will be able to get you where you need to go, having a couple of tools on you. Now, I took one link off of here because I didn't feel I needed it, and it just made it fit a little. Now, I left it a little loose because I want to keep as many tools as possible, but I want it to also fit properly. The one link I took off had oxygen tank adjusters. So if that's something that you need, now the reason I took it off is because the thing that was basically the oxygen tank adjuster also measured within that hex drive. So I think if I needed to, I could use that to adjust someone's oxygen tank if they were like in desperate need of it. But this definitely a must for the traveler on the go that needs to keep a tool or two on you. So yes, I would definitely recommend getting it. So folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this K.O.E. Nation review of the Multitool Watch. God bless every last one of you. I hope all of you make it back here to the K.O.E. Nation. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. God bless all y'all. Travel well.